guys, how's it going? And welcome back. We have the certified flashlight from Canadian Tire. Get yours now, only $3.99. It comes in blue, it comes in black, it comes in a real funky green. I love green too, especially the funky green they're using. But I picked blue because blue is one of my ultimate favorite colors, other than black and a couple others. But anyways, I'm a blue kind of guy, and it's something different because all my other black flashlights are like black, so I need something a little different. $4 at Canadian Tire, like I said. It comes in three colors, right? It runs off three AAAs. There's a little cage inside. So when you unscrew the back, because you're not getting instructions with this thing, you don't even get a package to open. Okay, the package is the flashlight. Open it up. There'll be a little sticker here that stops it from powering up, right? So there's no try me now button. So anyways, remove that sticker and the flashlight will suddenly jump to life. You do have no-name batteries in here. They just call them super heavy duties, and that's all you get for info on the batteries. So they should last for quite a while, I would imagine. I would say that they're probably a lot better than dollar store Panasonics or Sunbeams, that's for sure. So they will last you quite a while, which is good. If you want to go the route of using energizers or Duracells, which three of those will cost you more than what the flashlight costs, but at least you'll have maximum capability of the light above no-name batteries, which tend to be weaker, especially in the milliamp area. But if you choose to go that route, just keep in mind, energizers and Duracells, like I said, will cost you more than what the flashlight's worth, but it will give you maximum brightness, and they will last a long time, and you can keep them in the flashlight for an extended period of time without having to worry about acid leaks. Unlike no-name batteries, they can actually leak acid out of them, right? But that's the whole thing about cheap batteries, right? They're cheap for many reasons. Low milliamps, never the correct voltage altogether. Well, sometimes yes, okay, I will admit. There are a couple brands out there that actually do have the proper peaked out voltage for being a AAA or a AA or a 9 volt. But it's the milliamps they always suffer from. Very low amperage, so they don't last very long. So they're kind of good in low power drain devices, and so they say. I would argue that too in most cases. And I want to do some battery testing for you guys too down the road, not just flashlights. We're going to test some cheap batteries because you guys are getting grilled from me every single flashlight video about buying only energizers or Duracells, and I want to actually show you why you only buy Duracells and energizers, and maybe that'll help educate you a bit more, because you know, it's like anything else. People can say something, but is it true or isn't it true, right? It's like you read reviews, right? Fantastic flashlight, can't believe how much it lights up the area. 90,000 lumens, I didn't think it would be that bright. And it turns out it's only like a 2,000 lumen flashlight in the end. Disappointing, yes. Are you being lied to and misrepresented to? Oh yeah. Why aren't they being sued? Because Amazon has no control over that, neither does places like AliExpress or Wish.com and so on, right? But even name brand manufacturers are over-exploding their ratings on flashlights. They say this is 90 lumens. Well, it's pretty freaking bright. Look at the size of the cob in this thing. It should be bright, right? So let's fire it up. There we go. That's actually pretty decent brightness. You know, messes with my camera, so that's good. So let's shut the lights off here for a quick sec. Boom, boom. All right, so pointing to the ceiling. It does illuminate fairly decently. I mean, I can spin around in my chair and I can pretty much see everything. If I'm going to look for something close up, it is definitely going to get me there. I'm going to be able to see around, so that's actually really good. Now, being that this is a floodlight only, that's where it has a typical problem with flashlights that have this floodlight thing is there is no zoom on this one, by the way, so it's flood only, okay? Now, regardless of the size of the bell here and the LED, it doesn't have a whole ton of reflective area to really project out more, so it's kind of restricted a bit. We are going to lumen test this thing. My lumen tester finally got shipped out, so we should have that by Wednesday, Thursday of next week, pending. It's coming by Perlator, so it might even get here Monday, and I'll have something to do after work on Monday, like more stuff for you guys. But they say 90 lumens. Now, I can believe that it's very bright, okay? I tried it myself outside. I'm going to show you guys some outside footage as well. And yeah, for a floodlight up close, like any other flood system of any light, it's pretty bright, but it doesn't have any real range to it, okay, to really speak of. The only thing that'll give it range this time of the year is the freaking snow outside because it's mighty white out there. And white is a very highly reflective surface, so yeah, okay, so we're gonna kind of see a little bit of, I'm not sure really, but it's gonna, if it's a winter time, hey, it's gonna be a little bit brighter in the winter on the ground because it's all white, right? But otherwise in here, I mean, seriously, you can find your way around the house without a problem. You can easily find your way to your generator. I think really, honestly, these things are great for kids. I'll tell you why. Because the lanyard on this thing is A, non-adjustable, but B, it can't even fit my adult-sized hand without a lot of struggle. And if I get it on there, I'll probably have to cut it off. Okay, it's just, they really didn't think outside the box on this one. Maybe for a girl with dainty hands or a boy, like, I mean, an adult female, a lot of them have small hands, right? A lot of the females we know. So they might be able to stick their mitt through here, but definitely little kids can. And this would be a great flashlight to buy your kid, so they can have fun in their little tent fort in the house that they build, or, a little fort out of a cardboard box in the house if they still do that. I don't know, my generation did. We had to amuse ourselves somehow. We had no internet. Didn't exist. So neither did a lot of other things. But, so, but even for camping, this would be great for the kids. They can fart around with this inside their tent, or, that sort of thing. They can go outside and they can look around at close-up stuff. But distance-wise, it's a flood. Floods don't really have a ton loaded distance, but they are very bright up close, and so is this. So let's cut here from this footage and let's go outside and see how this thing actually performs outdoors for 90 lumens of a pure floodlight. Okay guys, 90 lumens out of the certified light. Of course we have no spot mode, just flood. Works well, 50, 60 feet away. Lighting things up actually pretty good. Going toward the end of the driveway here. Definitely losing it. It definitely dims out. I can't see where the end of the driveway technically is, but I have a ballpark idea. But still, we're definitely good within 50, 60 feet. It's pretty bright for such a large diameter cob at 90 lumen that it's rated for. That's not bad. Well guys, certified, apparently 90 lumens. That's yet to be discovered yet when we get our testing equipment. However, not a bad light, flood only, good large diameter cob in there, definitely got some brightness to her, I give it that. And you can definitely find your way around in the dark, not too shabby with this in the flood mode. Just don't ask for a ton of distance out of this thing. I mean, you're always going to do better with flashlights in the snow than you will normal time of the year, which this wouldn't be as good. But otherwise, I'd say either way, still even in here, it's actually not bad and lights things up rather good. So for that, I got to give it some kudos here, okay? I'm going to go 3 3/4 out of 5 for the time being. These ratings on these lights may change, of course, once we do the lumen testing to find out what the real true lumens are and how close they are to their actual ratings. We only have one light that we have no idea what it even is because Home Hardware doesn't give us the lumens on this one. But, this thing here, if I remember right, was supposed to be, I think this was supposed to be like 25 lumens. And, so this one here is not much different. But either way, this is rated at 90, and, it only has the one feature, just on and off. So, I mean, a lot of people are going to like that. You can light things up, especially close up. It's going to be nice and bright. But that's where I have to put this one for my rating. For the price, it wasn't bad. It was actually a pretty good price. They do come in a couple of different colors, which is also nice. And they do supply light. So I wouldn't use it for anything like going through the bush with it. It's just not going to be suitable. So that's definitely out for that sort of thing. With the floodlights are good at a very close range, generally, and I mean really close range. They do the best at, but otherwise they're not really good for the long haul.
you really got to have that spotlight functionality to have a decent light altogether. But, and for a few bucks more, you get into something like this that, it's rated for 160 lumens, so only 70 lumens more, but then you've got spot and you've got flood on this thing both, and different modes, and of course much narrower package. And that runs on less battery power than this. This runs 3 AAAs, that thing runs 2 AAAs. This thing should be putting out a lot better light than what it does, but it does actually, when you look at the floods between them, actually, yeah, that is a thing. The flood is actually even brighter on this. So, but then again, it is rated for 160, high level, but, and this has 1. So anyway, comments below, let me know what you guys think of this light. I think that, something like this light and even this one, these are great for kids because these lanyards will actually fit around their wrists, but it's not going to fit around adult wrists or hands very well at all. So that's something where you got to call that in part of the thing too. If there's going to be a lanyard, I would expect it to fit an adult or a child. So, but anyway, that's it. Let me know in the comments below. Catch you on the next one.